All right, let's find an equation. When we're given a line, we want to find an equation of a line that is parallel to the given line. So here we go. We have our problem here. It says find the equation of the line written in point slope form. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. They want it in point slope form for the answer. And I'm going to go ahead and show you point slope form and slope intercept form. But let's just look, just make sure we remember that. Let's see if we can underline it. Change colors, please. There we go. Okay, let's underline point slope so that we remember. That passes through the point 1 comma negative 6 and is parallel to the line y equals negative 8x plus 3. So that is our little formula of our line that we're going to have to remember. So we know that our equation y equals negative 8x plus 3 is written in slope-intercept form. So we already know, we can see what the slope is. So since it's in slope-intercept form, we know that the slope is negative 8 because slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, and m is our slope, negative 8. So the slope of parallel lines, the slope is going to be the same. So on our new line, we want our new slope to be the same as our old slope, so we also want it to be negative 8. So I'm just going to write this down here so we can remember. Then we're going to go ahead and use our point slope form in order to figure out the answer to our problem. So remember, our point slope form, we're going to figure it out, is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And our x1 and our y1 are going to stand for this point up here, x1 comma y1. So when we're substituting in, that's what we're going to use. Our slope is m, right? So our slope is going to be negative 8. So this is all the stuff that we're going to have to fill in to our point slope form. To our point slope form right here. All right, so let's go ahead and fill in some stuff and see what happens. So for y1, I'm going to substitute negative 6 because I'm looking over here at y1. So it's going to be y minus negative 6 equals m is my slope. I want that to be negative 8. Then x, I just leave it as x. And then we're going to substitute for x1. We're going to look up here. x1 is going to be 1. So this is what my formula should look like. Y minus negative 6 equals negative 8 times x minus 1. So what we're going to do first, when I bring this down, I'm just going to change this to a y plus positive 6. So I'm just going to bring that down, y plus 6 equals. And then right here, of course, we need to distribute the 8 to the x and then to the negative 1. So negative 8 times x is negative 8x. Then negative 8 times negative 1 equals, two negatives make a positive. 8 times 1 is 8, so it's going to be plus 8. So then if we want to leave it in point slope form, you actually would probably want to leave these negatives. If we want to leave it in point slope form officially, where it says like y minus y1 and x minus x1, I don't think you're going to have to do that. But if we were to put a minus here, you would have to change it back to minus a negative. So it would have to be y minus negative 6 equals, and then this is, this right here we have negative 8 times x minus 1. We would have to leave it like that. So that's what we had up here. So we already actually had it in point slope form. But if we want to go back and change it, so point slope form, I'm just writing right here, would have been the slope times, and then x minus 1. So we would have had to leave it like that, what we had up here. This is actually going to be in point slope form. on your test, they're probably going to ask you to only do slope-intercept form. So we're going to go ahead and y-intercept form, sorry. So we're going to go ahead and figure out what that's going to be. So that would be y equals mx plus b. So we do have to go ahead and continue solving. So we had y plus 6 because we did plus a positive, which is what I kind of started doing automatically over here. Sorry about that. And then we distributed our negative 8. So we had negative 8x. Negative 8 times negative 1 is plus 8. And remember, we want to get rid of our 6 right here. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. These are going to cancel out. So we're going to end up with y equals negative 8x, bring that down, and then 8 minus 6 is 2 plus 2. So this would be our y-intercept form. So y equals negative 8x plus 2 is the equation that would be parallel to up here, y equals negative 8x plus 3. And this is written in slope-intercept form down here. All right, good luck. Remember to go ahead and rewind if you need to. Watch it again and try it by yourself.